Okay, so last time we got cut off, right, by the Zoom meeting. So now we already we already turned up the BGP between Internet Router 2 with the Comcast and then advertised to the Google, right? So right now in the console here, we are in the Internet Router 2. So let's review again. We show IP BGP here, right? So like, remember from the Comcast, we send a default route, right? We send a default route to the default route is helping from inside go out to the internet, right? I mean, if you don't know the route or any, right? So that's why it's like actually it's a helping route, right? So you send it to the internet router 2, and then the router internet router 2 is received the default route is from the Comcast, you see, right? With the AS number 555. So now when we double check again in the Google, so when the Google here show IPBGP, okay, so for the ABC internet IP address, you see here 64. Got it?
Mm-hmm. 64.
So yeah, it's still from so this is the Google, right? So last time we even set up the route map. So we use an as preprend. This is a give you example. You see this is a we so from the Google because the equal cost, right? You see 1 2 1 2 here, so like 2 hop and 2 hop. So we have to inference uh, the advertised route from our internet router. So everything when sent out our public the ABC public internet IP is had to be increased. The AS number is become like a less preferred. Got it?
Yes.
Okay, so this is for the review from last time that we couldn't finish, you know. Okay, so let's go back to the internet router again. So we still have a lot of things to do, right? Because we tried the demo here how we establish, you know, everything from fresh, right? ABC network here. So now we have a default route, right? And then now we need to make more like as professional. So like we need to do some cleanup, right? Last time we mentioned about when you see here the show I see we have 8.8.8 or something the 68 something like that that we don't want we just only want receive the default route. Okay, so we only want to receive the default route. So in here, so that is mean we're going to filter everything coming from the internet for inbound from Comcast, right? I say, okay, Comcast, because in the internet router one here, last time we mentioned about since we have a high performance, right? See, we have a high more memory. In here, we want to receive everything from Verizon. So because we have a like a more CPU or more memory can handle the performance, right? So we can those kind of like optimize. But in here, we just have a small, not very decent, you know, like hardware, right? So that's why we want maybe say we don't have enough memory to handle all the global routing, you know, from the internet. So, okay, so that is mean we just only want to filter the default route only from Comcast. Okay, so now let's review again. Show run section. So we're going to review the configuration, the BGP here. So we don't have a route map yet. We just only have a route map for outbound. Okay, but we don't have an inbound filter for inbound. No, no, this is, sorry. This is outbound to where? So this is outbound to where? 1.7. Oh, this is should be outbound to here. Oh, so we have the route map here. Oh, let me see. Wait a second. This, yeah, sorry. So don't get confused, okay? Because this is the 6881, this is 201. Okay, so this is 201, and then this is that one. That's correct. So this is going to outbound, but we don't have an inbound from here, right? Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. So because we want to only allow. So first we go to config key here, right? We want to create a prefix list in here to match what interest prefix or what interest the network only allow from Comcast, because we only allow the default route. So we're going to be say IP prefix list in here quick, and then we put the name in here. So we get a DF like default, right? Default route. Just for example, if say IP prefix list default route, and then we're going to be permit, right? 0.0.0.0/0, hit enter. So we have one prefix list now, right? So now we're going to be say route map. We're going to name of the route map, right? So we're going to be say this is going to be inbound from or inbound BGP. You see, we're going to say from internet or from Comcast. Okay, so this is the route map, and then we're going to be permit 10. And then we're going to be match the IP address in here, the prefix list here. So we put the name of the prefix list is a default route. Okay, so we're going to be hit enter, right? So now we exit out here first. Now we show quick route map, what it look like. See here. Okay, so now we have an inbound. We want to filter for inbound. So we have an in BGP from Comcast. We're going to be match the IP address with this prefix list. But what is this prefix list? Is this one here, the default route. Okay, so now we're going to be apply this route map to the inbound inside the BGP configuration in here. All right, so we're going to be here first. And then we're going to be grab the neighbor IP address in here, right? So we're going to be put the route map here now. The route map we're going to be make sure we select the correct one, and then we're going to put the direction, right? The direction should be inbound. Okay, so now we exit out again in here. Now we show run section BGP, right? So now we see now we have a now we have outbound. Now we have an inbound. Inbound, we're going to be filter is only for the default route, right? So now we're going to be show IPBGP again in here, right? Because the route map, sometimes it take a time again. So in here, because since this is the lab anyway, so we're going to be forced now to reset the BGP session in here, okay? So now we show IPBGP summary here again. All right, we're going to be clear IPBGP all the sections here, see, clear. All right, so we're going to be reset. Now we refresh it again. All right, so now it's come back again, you see. Now we're going, this time in here, we're going to be show IPBGP. Beautiful, you see. That is our target, right? This is our target, right? Okay, so if we go back to here, earlier, you see, we have so many like noisy. Okay, we have so many public internet IP, but now I only want since this router have a lower or low memory performance. So we're going to be I only want to just go to 0.0.0. Okay, and then we just need to verify, just make sure I can still go ping 8.8.8, right? Just make sure, see, for example, see, beautiful, you see. So now, see, when I show IP route in here, show IP route, go to 8.8, how can I get this router? If I show IP route, how to go to 8.8.8, when you hit enter, see, it's not in the table, right? So it means no table. So that is mean we don't have a specific routing for 8.8.8. So when you see network not in the table, that is mean automatic in your mind is looking for default route. So now when I show IP route in here, the global, do we have a, yep, so do we have a default route? We do, you see, and also via The next hop pointed to the Comcast. Okay, so far so good in here.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful. Okay, so now we have a check mark in here. We have a check mark in here, right? So now we're going to be okay. We're going to be create the inside here now the BGP because we need to send it a default route to this code switch 2 here. So let's go back to code switch 2 here. All right. So this is code switch 2 here. Do we have let's see we have what we have in here. Show IP interface brief. Okay, we have all the VLAN again, everything. All right, so now, and also in here, do we have any routing? So in here, show IP route. Okay, so nothing yet. See, no any routing, right? So this is code switch 2. So normally in code switch 2, right? Say we got enable the routing, say IP routing. Okay, I'm going to turn on this is layer 3. So before we make a peer, the BGP peer with the internet 2 here, do we have the IP address assigned yet, right? So go to internet router here, so show IP interface brief. Okay, so do we have, yeah, we have one in here, doc 2 doc 6, doc 2 doc 6, that is me in here. Okay, so now in here, we're going to be doc 3, right? Because everything in here, we're using the host IP is a 3. Okay, so we're gonna, and then what is this interface? This layer 3 interface, it should be F0/0. That's good enough. Now make sure again, we are in the code switch 2. So now we're going to be interface F0/0. You see? And then we with the description in here. This is connect to you say router. Say if you want to the whole name in here again. Okay, so that is the router internet 2. All right, just give some description in here. So now the IP address in here. So we're going to be use 10.100 doc 2, and then we're going to be using doc 3, 255.255.255.0. Okay, so now we're going to be hard code menu 100 duplex full, and then no shutdown, right? So now we bring up this interface. Okay, now can we ping the neighbor first, right? Just to verify, do we have a network connectivity between these two links? So 200, no, 100. The other one should be doc 6. Yes, beautiful. You see, right? So we have a doc 6 in here, you see? Okay, so now we're going to create what AS number in here, right? So go back to the internet router here. No, the code switch 1 in here, what we're using here. Do we have a show run section BGP? Do we have a BGP here? Yes, we do. Okay, so now this AS number, we're using 65001. That is the private IP, and then the private AS number. This is a private AS number, BGP AS number. Okay, so we're going to be using 6500.2 in here. Okay, so now, for example, in here, we go to be quick in here, router BGP 65002. See, this is our new AS number for our inside. So now in here, we're going to be say neighbor. We're going to be say 10.2 100.2 .6. Then we're going to be remote AS number. What is the AS number? So we go back to here again. So we're going to be quick in here, show run again. BGP. Okay, so this is to be 45678. So we're going to be copy to here. Okay, and then we're going to be put a description in here. So this is the BGP connect to internet, say router internet 2, something like that, easy enough. Okay, so now again in here, you see here, So okay, so let's then we go to the other side in here. We go to the other side here, right? So now we're going to be conflicting in here again. So we're going to be put the router BGP for this one. And then we're going to put the neighbor. The neighbor should be 10.100.2.3. The remote AS, we have it at 65.0.0.2. We're going to put the description in here. So this is BGP connect to the core switch 2, something like that. Okay, so now it's up. You see in here, show IP BGP summary again in here. So see, okay, it's beautiful, right? So now in here, the core switch 2 again in here, core switch 2 here. So verify again, do we have the default route? So show IP BGP again. Yep, see, we're learning the default route. Oh, by the way, see, now why we got this one? This is our internet, this is our ABC internet router, right? You see, it somehow do we need to advertise to inside? I think from our standpoint is we just leave it in here, right? Because this is the loopback. Remember, this is the loopback in here. So we in the core switch 2 in here, I only care about the same thing, just the default route. So I don't want to get this one. The reason to get this one in here, see if you go back to here, you see when you go to the internet router 2 again, show run section in here, right here, you see shows see because we advertise this, see we advertise this network ABC. So since we have a pair with this with our core switch 2 and we have a pair with the Comcast, so that is mean if you don't have any filter, it's going to propagate. So that is mean because we don't have a filter, right? We don't have a filter to see, we don't have any filter in here. See, yeah, this we don't have a filter go to the core switch 2. That's why this 64 is gonna leak out to core switch 2. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, in this case, right, how you want to handle it, right? Because you want to do it in here or you want to do it in here. So either way, right? So either way. So which one that you if you want to double save, you can configure both, right? That is mean from the internet router 2, I just need to same thing the filter, go to default route, go to here. Because since we have a prefix list already, right? And then in here you can double safety also in here, right? I just want to receive the inbound from from the internet router 2. It's, since we have the defect, uh, okay, we leave this one alone first, right? We leave, see, let's show run again in here. Do we necessary or not? So right now we don't much to worry about first because we just want to make sure everything can go out the internet, right? And then that's why we call that is later we can like optimize our configuration. So and then we can review when we have a time to come back, like do those kind of cleanup, right? But in this case in here, let's say do show run BGP. So we want to leave it as is in here for core switch 2, just like no route map control. Okay, so now go back to here again, right? So now since we have a route map for the default route, outbound to the internet. Okay, so now in here, so we're going to be conflicted again. So we're going to be say route map, right? We're going to be say outbound BGP. Now this, see here, we have an internet, but this in this case, right? We don't have this is an internal, but don't get confused. Okay, so we have to name different name in here. So this is internet, right? Or in here, so say this is like say what? Say outbound BGP to ABC. private, right? Like private or inside. Say how you want to name it, right? Or like or say internal or inside network. Somehow I don't know either how you want the naming, right? So as long whoever take care about the network, you should be understand that you are naming, Okay. So anyway, from this demo, say okay. So we have our BGP ABC. We know ABC, right? So let's say we say inside, okay, in here. See, route this is outbound BGP ABC. That is the company in inside network, right? So now in here, same thing. We're going to be IP match address, and then go to prefix list. So what is the default route name again? Let me see. Can we copy and paste in here? Uh, let me see. Where is that? Where is that? Oh, oh, what? I think we configured. Really? Okay, hold on. See, sometimes forgot. No? Do show again here. Show run section. Uh, to show run section IP prefix. Let me see. Do we have? Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. See. Okay. So now it's match again IP address. So we're going to the prefix list name is a default route here. Okay. So here, hit enter. So now we go back to the BGP here again. The configuration. We hit enter. Now this time we're going to filter the inside. This inside. You see, and then we're going to put the route map. Okay, so this is outbound to inside. See, if we go back to topology in here, see the direction in here. You see, we're going to be outbound, filter outbound. What we outbound, send it to code switch 2. That is only the default route. You see, so now we're going to be grab the name, this route map here, and then we put in here, and then we're going to make sure that it's outbound, not inbound. Okay, it's outbound. You see in here. Now show run again, section BGP. Yeah, you see, we have the outbound. Okay, so we have the outbound. See, this is outbound BGP, go to ABC inside network, you see. Okay, outbound. So now if we go back to the code switch 2 here again, right? So now if I let's say if I'm not clear, if I not reset the BGP, so show IP BGP. Okay, yep. So if we don't want to wait, let me see. Sometimes the route map update it takes is slow, no? Okay, let's double check again. Yeah, okay. So now we're going to be clear again in here. See? Clear IP BGP. All right. So let's clear everything because this is a lab anyway. All right. So we're going to reset again. So now we show IP BGP. Oh. Where is the default route? You see? Where is the default route? Show IP BGP summary. All right. You see, it's 0. See, we didn't learn anything. So we should see the default route. Right. So now why we not now we oh okay. Just not you have to be patient a little bit. Okay, so now it's beautiful now. So we receive this default route. Instead, we have a 2 route in here. So that is mean the route map here outbound is working. Okay. Follow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now you see in here. So can we ping 8.8.8 now from the code switch 2 here, right? Because we have a default route. This code switch 2. So let's see, we have a show IP. What is our inside IP here? Any VLAN. Okay, so for example, yep, see in here. So we want to ping Google IP 8.8.8.8. We're going to be using the source from our VLAN 10. Okay, so that's the source from the VLAN 10. So that is this IP here. So we're going to be ping from this IP. So what happened in here? So what happened in here? Okay, so what happened? Remember by that time, right? Remember by that time in here, because we know go outbound, and then see this is refresh you again, right? See this is over and over again. If you know your network, right? Because you, for example, if you go back to here again, see this is another troubleshooting. You see, right? So when show IP, when I show IP here, right? Show IP BGP, and also when I show IP route. So tell me, right? Tell me, right? Do we have the VLAN 10 network? So what is the 10 VLAN network? You see here, see the 10.100.10.3, right? Because we're gonna ping 8.8.8 source from this IP. You see, but now in the Internet Router 2 here, right? If we want to click in here, see we know how about this router? Do we know how to get that 100.2.3, right? Let's go back again. Yeah, 10.100. Oh, 10.10.3. So here it should be 10.3. You see? Subnet is not in the table. Look at that. All right. Remember, if something not in the table, it's always go to default route. But then when you look at the topology, right? If I don't know the inside the VLAN 10 network, then this router is going to be sending it to where? To internet. So that is the wrong path, right? Because we need to send we need to like educate about the internet router too. Either you're going to be using what? The easy one, just using the static route, right? Using the static route. We point it to our 10 network. Okay, or we advertise and we have a BGP in here, right? But if you're not worried about it's a leak that your private network, go to the Comcast, right? Because otherwise you're going to be create another filter again in here. So maybe if you think it's too much work, it's too much admin work, right? So the easy way, because we just when you see the topology, anyway, if I go to 10 network, I just using this path, right? Nowhere you can go, right? So that in this case, okay, so instead I in the future something that's safe, something the like admin job in here, uh, filter, route map, those kind of stuff, right? You say, maybe I'm not feel comfortable or not feel good, right? So the easy in here, you see in here, just same thing again, config key. We're going to be inject a static route. So we're going to tell the Internet Router 2 if you want to go in the ABC inside network. So this is the next hop. The next hop is pointed to the core switch 2. So how we can do that? So then we can just say IP static. So IP route. So we're going to be 10. Take the whole thing, the whole /8 network. Okay. Because we have so many VLAN in here, because we don't want to create like each entry in here. So we can use the summarize the whole /8 network, point it to 10.100.2.3. Is that right? Let's verify again. What is the our no, go switch to again. So that it should be 2.3. That is our layer 3. So point it to this interface here. Okay. So now we go back to here again. 10.100.2.3. Yep. So we're going to be here. See. Now Look at that. When you go back again in here, when you show, you see in here, when you show IP route, now for this, say for example, this one here, 10.3, that VLAN 10. So now you see the internet router. Now I know how to go to the VLAN 10 because we're using the static route. It's a static route. Next hop pointing to this here, this interface. All right. So in this case, I should be able to ping, right? Just verify. Can I ping that 100.2.3? No, 10.3. Beautiful. You see? Okay, so now you go back to code switch 2 again. Okay, since the router 2, the internet router 2 know how to get back, right, to our private network here. So now we can be it's still not able to go out to the internet. So this is the second time troubleshooting here. Tell me what could be the problem? What could be the problem, right? What could be the problem, right? So if you want to trace route, you see just say trace route 8.8.8 in here. You see, trace route, the first is going to go to 10.2.6. So that is mean the traffic is leaving now. The traffic is leaving code switch 2 is arrive in the internet router 2 in here. You see? But then if you go to the internet router 2 here, I need to verify, can I ping 8.8.8.8? Yeah, you see? The internet router 2 say, I don't have a problem go out to the internet. I can ping the Google 8.8.8. But why our code switch 2 in here, you see, not able? So where is the problem? So the problem is on the code switch 2 or the internet router 2? Give you a few seconds here. Think. What do you think? Where is the problem? Code switch 2 or internet router 2? Where is the problem? Right? So from the trace route in here, you see from the trace route, you already know if you speak of code switch 2, right? Code switch 2 say no, I don't have a code switch 2 say it's not my problem. I know the default route is going to the Comcast Internet Router 2, right? And then when I do trace route, see the traffic is leaving. You see the next hub is to here. So the problem is Internet Router 2. Okay, in this case, say Internet Router 2 say, okay, I agree. Okay, so now, so what else in here? What could be the reason? What could be the reason? What we missing in here in the Internet Router 2? What we missing? Any thought? Any idea? Any hint? Or just guess? Okay. So what is the reason? Right? From the here, I can think 8.8.8, you see? Right? So what could be the reason? Why the code switch 2 come to the internet router 2 cannot ping 8.8.8? What we missing? What we missing? Okay, I point. Okay, so for timing, right? See, I pawn it right because remember, in the Google here. See, I show you again in the Google. When I show IP BGP here again in the Google routing, the BGP routing, you see here, all internet, they only care, right? All the I see when you see this kind of IP, everything IP in here, this we call is a public IP. Google doesn't care about your inside network, the 10.100, something like that. That is the private IP address. You remember the private IP address is not routable to the internet. So the internet doesn't know that you are inside your local LAN network. So in this case, what is the come in on router 2? Right? Because when you show IP interface brief in here, you see, right? So that is mean this is our ABC, right? So the Google say, I want the only I know get back to ABC network, you have to be this IP address, right? So now this is the private IP address, and then when it come to here, go out, have to be use this IP. Now, what is this? What we need in here? What is the hint again? Okay. See when I show when I show give you another hint when I show run interface F0/0, you see, show run interface /0, you see, show run 1, and then show run interface loop back. So in this case, you see what we're missing. What we're missing. Look at that. See, this is your homework. As I'm saying, you have to review. This is from day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. You see what we're missing in here, right? So that is mean you see in here, you already successful. We already successful do the whole lab from here from day 1 go out to the internet. Okay, so now we're going to be from this time we're going to want to from Comcast in here. You want me to give you the answer right now, or you want to take a challenge from the for?
Get the answer right now.
Okay, if you want the answer right now, what is this? What is this here? See my mouse?
Yes, the NAT.
Yes, you have to be understand, right? On because when you look at the interface in here, is you have network engineer. Okay, people call you right now. They say, "Hey, everything is up now. The BGP, blah blah blah. I can ping the 8.8.8, but why I cannot ping, right? Because we don't have a firewall in do the net in here in between. You see, this is very straightforward from this topology, right? So that is mean the net have to be in either in here or either in here, right? But normally we do the net in here, right? So that's why we see we don't have a net in here. So you always have to be remember. Okay. Now if you go back to the internet router 1 in here, so for example in here, see when I show IP here in the free brief, see show run in the free F0. You see I have an enable inside net inside IP. You see. Okay, so that is the same thing in here on the router 2, right? So you need to enable the IP NAT. All right, so let's put in here. So we're missing so when you're troubleshooting in here, oh, okay, because maybe that on vacation, whatever the network engineer, so you pick up his job in here. Okay, he just like maybe do the half part in here, didn't complete yet. Oh, okay, he just missed the net configuration. Okay, so then we follow up for him, So now we're going to copy this one in here. So this is the IP address in here. So this F0